Good morning. Hello everyone. Today we are going to be learning how to draw sunflowers. We will have two sunflowers, one that is looking straight at us and one that is off to the side. So to get started, we are going to do the sunflower that is looking straight at us. So we're going to draw two circles. The circles don't have to be perfect, but if you want to use the paperclip technique that we learned previously, you can. So we have two circles, and we're going to draw a line going straight down. That will be for the stem of our flower. Next, we are going to divide this into eighths like we've done before. So we have it half and half. Now we're going to go cut those halves into halves. So now we have eighths. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sections. Make sure to do this lightly because we will be erasing some of these lines in the future. Alright, so for our next set of steps, we are going to start drawing in some flower petals. Alright, we are going to use these lines that we just drew to help us make sure we are spacing them out somewhat evenly. Like, we don't want it even, because we don't want it to be symmetrical, because flowers are not typically symmetrical, but it will help us have a better idea of where to put our flower petals. So over here I was directly on the line drawing the petals, but on this side I am not. I'm not centering them on the line on this side. And we are going to draw some behind. Those petals do layer. Alright, so now we have our sunflower petals. And we are going to draw another circle in the middle. The thing about sunflowers is they kind of have like this little dip in the middle of the flower. And we can go and we can erase the outside lines. That larger circle that we drew was to help make sure that our petals reached about the same space all the way around. Same length. So it was a guideline. And now that we have erased those lines, we can make our stem a little thicker instead of just being a single line. And we'll add in some leaves. We'll do one more leaf here. So far we have one sunflower that is standing straight up, looking straight at us. Now we're going to draw another sunflower, but this one's going to be looking off to the side. It's more of a 3/4 view than a front view. So we're going to start again by drawing circles. It's more of an ellipse than a circle, or you could call it an oval. We're going to draw another one inside. But this one inside is going to have some lines that go from this point here down. The same thing from right here down. We're also going to have another line curve that goes just like this. It's like we're going to draw another circle, but we're stopping and we're going to connect. And then we're going to draw a line for our stem. Now, this line, this circle here, it represents our flower petals, and that is how far our petals need to go. Yes. So if we went and marked around our circle, we can break it into 8s, even though we're not drawing out those lines. We can figure out where to put our flower petals. Now, I'm actually not happy with this circle here. I want it to be a little smaller. That's why we draw lightly, so that we can make changes if we need to. That looks much better. I'll go ahead and start drawing in my petals. This petal is going to go out. This flower is going to be a little bit more difficult. And that's okay, because we like to rise to a challenge. We can erase these lines that cut into our petals. We're going to take this part, make it just a little more shallow, adjusting it to fit the flower. So one of the things I love about sunflowers is they are constantly looking for sunlight. And when they can't find any sunlight, they turn to each other. Alright, so we're almost done with this sunflower. We are going to add some petals. They're kind of like coming off the bottom, just a little bit. It's more like leaf than petal. And we're going to thicken our stem and add a couple of leaves to it as well. And now we have drawn 2 sunflowers. And we want to make sure we don't forget our signature in the bottom right hand corner. We want to always put our name on our artwork. And in the next video we will look at how to color and ink this sunflower.